Hello student athletes, I'm Larry Putnam, Superintendent of Burke County Public Schools. There are many things we have missed during this pandemic, and like you, sports is at the top of my list. While there are still some uncertainties, I'm so excited about the possibilities of you getting back on the field with your teammates, coaches, and trainers. As we prepare to bring sports back into our lives, we want to make sure we do it safely and that we follow regulations and guidelines set out by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, the governor, the CDC, and our local Board of Education. Your health and the health of your family, our coaches, and our trainers remains our top priority. In this video, you will hear from athletic leaders about plans, protocols, and procedures for a return to sporting activities. Thank you for your patience and cooperation as we prepare for what's next. And remember, we were in this together and we are stronger together.
Hey players and athletes, it's Principal Moore here. It's a great day to be a Cavalier. We have missed you and can't wait to get our sessions and practices started. It's so good to be preparing for your return to workouts. But we have a few important things we need to go over before you get here.
All right, you must come dressed and ready for your workout. The locker rooms, showers, and weight rooms are closed. You must also bring your own jug of water. You also must bring a cloth mask or face covering. Just treat this like a new piece of your uniform or equipment. You'll be given more instructions on wearing your face coverings when you arrive. The face coverings will not be required during activities that inhibit breathing, such as distance running, high aerobic activity, or of course swimming, but we will be required at other times.
Folks, just a reminder, when you're coming to practice, don't get here too early. Workouts begin. Don't get here too early. When your practice is over, you need to leave immediately. If you drive, parents, if you're here, you need to be here on time. Please try to pick up your child right after practice. Don't congregate if your ride's not here, guys. You need to maintain social distance at all times. Thank you.
Third is screenings. Everyone will have to go through a screening process at a check-in tent when you arrive. Coaches, players, trainers, everyone. We will be screened for temperature, symptoms, and you must pass the screening process before you can be allowed to stay or participate. So if someone drops you off, make sure they stay until you've completed the screening process. On this note, parents and spectators are not allowed to stay and watch practice. They can only stay in their vehicles and wait for practice to end. As for the screening questions, you will be asked to answer the following.
Have you had a fever in the last 24 hours? Do you have a new cough? Do you have a sore throat? Do you have shortness of breath? Have you developed a loss of taste or smell? And have you come into contact with anyone with COVID-19?
If you know you have any of these symptoms, or you live with anyone or have been around anyone with these symptoms, please stay at home. If you get here and you have a fever of 100 or greater, or if you have answered yes to any of these questions, you must leave immediately or be isolated until you can leave and contact your primary physician. It is paramount for health and safety of others that you be honest in reporting any of these symptoms. COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. While you may not have severe symptoms, if you have the virus, you can spread it to others, and their symptoms can be severe, even deadly. So please listen to your body and be honest. It is better to sit out a session and be safe than to be sorry for the spread of the virus. Think of the more vulnerable people in your lives. That may include your parent or grandparent. Please be patient during the screening process and practice social distancing. You must stay 6 feet away from the person in front of you and behind at the checkout tent. Once you've been cleared to participate, follow your coaches and trainers' directions at all times.
Your coaches will have more instructions on maintaining social distancing of 6 feet. I know it will be hard as you have not seen your buddies or teammates in a long time, but there must be no touching, no high fives, no fist bumping, no elbow bumps, no chest bumping, no hugging, or any other physical contact, period. Only air hugs and air bumps 6 feet apart are allowed. Keep your hands to yourself and avoid touching your face. Always cover coughs and sneezes, and no spitting at all at any time.
Part of our responsibility will be keeping the practice area clean and sanitized. Equipment will be cleaned between touches and segments. Hand washing stations and hand sanitizer will be available. You'll be required to wash your hands at least 20 seconds with soap and water before your session starts. With Phase 1, group workouts outside will be limited to 25 people. We will ensure that the same 5 to 10 student athletes will work out in the same group the entire time.
Some of you may have questions about your physical. If you have a physical dated between March 1st, 2019 and May 1st, 2020, you have been granted an extension on that physical. Your coach will have more specific guidelines for you related to your specific sport, and if you or your parents have any concerns or questions, don't hesitate to contact your coach. Thank you for your time, and let's do this. Restore the swords.